Most fucking girls run around looking for the good looking fun dude, you know, and then they get pregnant and they're like, oh, what do you mean good looking fun dude? You don't want to be a dad? So, what, you didn't make sure of that before you fucked him? What, you're trying to get pregnant and then see if he wants to be a dad? You might want to see if he wants to be a dad first before you get your fuck on, Miss Thang. And I'm not addressing y'all. I'm just talking about whichever Miss Thangs that he is talking about, which is a lot of them. It's a lot of them. There is a slut culture. There's a hoe culture. And when I say that, people are like, oh, you being sexist, Dane. Well, no, actually, you're being sexist if when I say slut, you automatically think I'm talking about girls. Because I am talking about everyone, everybody, when I say slut culture. And that is part of the elite agenda to help to break up the family unit, is to promote a slut culture and broken families. And by the by, I'm a non-Abrahamic true monotheist, for anyone that doesn't know me.
It's not an upper echelon human being as far as I'm concerned. I wouldn't describe them that way.
I mean, you still choose them though, right? I mean...
And when he says you, I don't think he's talking about these ladies in particular exactly. He's talking about the general population of women as being you.
How many men have you been with, right?
Not your business. And also,
Dan, I want to
rank them.
Are you ashamed?
I want to ask.
No, it's just not your business.
Well, I'll tell you right now, if it was a low number, you'd be proud of that number. I tell you right now, if it was a low number, you'd be proud of that number. I'll tell y'all mine, 13. Which, for guys, especially for my age, and especially where I come from, which is Florida. It's a party state. Florida, man, they be getting their fuck on in Florida. Shit, by the time I was 20, let me see here, 20, I had only been with, I don't know, like 3 girls or something, and most of my friends at that point, I mean, not most, but I'd say at least half are fully engaged in the full-on slut culture in Florida, and man, by the time I had 2 or 3 girls at 20, a lot of my friends had 20 to 40 girls, you know, and I'm just taking their numbers off of what they gave me. I wasn't there for them all, but I take someone at face value when they tell me their numbers and shit. I don't give a fuck about all that, but I think what he's getting at is if you were proud of your number, you just throw it on out there. But so, like down in Florida, you got them guys that are, you know, going around by the time they're 20, they done screwed 20 to 40 chicks. You know, and there's a bunch of dudes like so all them chicks are coming from somewhere, and I think that's what he's getting at, is a slut culture that is being promoted in the modern world right now. And I will add some conspiracy theory sprinkles on top of that, being that is all a part of the plan to break up the family unit.
I'm already so close to dropping the phone call, but I just want to ask you a question. Do you consider yourself to be a man that women should want to be with?
I'm a man's man, boy.
Absolutely, yes.
Cool. Can you tell me why? Because based off of how you've treated us in this phone call, I think...
So how you've treated us in this phone call? What stating his opinions? He didn't treat you any which way. Well, the worst thing he did was ask that girl what her number is. That is literally the worst thing that he did. So I mean, shame him and shit right off the bat for how you treated us, just for having a different opinion. Any man with a backbone and a spine doesn't go very far these days, because women have been preconditioned to expect simps, what we used to call a chump back in the day.
You're a piece of shit.
Well, I'm a hardworking guy, right? I'm loyal, right? I don't go around.
Okay, so far you just totally ad hominem him, and all he did so far, the worst thing, was say, yeah, well, what's your number? What are you ashamed of your number? That's all he said. You said you're a piece of so he's a piece of shit for wanting to know how much dick y'all ran through. Huh? And that's pretty much what any man's going to want to know that gets with you, is how much dick have you ran through? And I think that's kind of the point dude's getting at. Even though I'm not an Abrahamic true monotheist, and he sounds like a fucking Christian, and I'm sure we'd have some disagreements religiously and spiritually, but I'm agreeing with him on all this right here so far. So I guess I'm a piece of shit too, Miss Thang. All right, I'll take it. I don't give a fuck. I'll take it.
Cheating, using women, like the guys that you like going after that use women and, you know, cheat on them. And then cry about it later on, you know, I'm a theist.
You guys, these girls are acting like that is so unheard of or something. They probably got girlfriends right now texting them saying, "Oh, he just left me. That hot motherfucker, he just up and left after he fucked the shit out of me. Oh." I bet you that they got texts right now from some of their girlfriends on their phones, something in that area, you know?
Follow the Bible, which you know, teaches me morals, you know, unlike secular people.
Oh my god. Fuck. We can't be mixing subjects here. We're talking about sexism. Now, you get me going on the fucking Bible, I will fucking burn that motherfucker. But all right, let's roll with it.
So that's why.
Cool. Let me tell you a few things real quick. What I look for in a man and what I found in my husband is absolutely loyalty, because we had a whole conversation about that. It means a very specific thing to us. I look for somebody that is hardworking and ambitious, because I am also hardworking and ambitious, and I need him to be doing his thing while I'm doing my thing, which is what's happening right now. I also look for somebody that is respectful and kind and caring and wants to have good conversation and treats me like an equal. And you haven't shown any of that in this conversation. You've shown your ass, and that's it.
Okay, well,
I really don't agree with that perception, but it's your perception. You're allowed to have it. And I'm a guy. I guess I wouldn't agree with your perception, but no, I really think you're coming at this dude all sideways. Really, he's just saying, hey, I don't want.
Now, I'm defending him right here, but dude, he loses my defense here pretty soon. He says some shit that I'm just fucking totally out of. I'm like, nah.
A hoe. He's just saying, hey, as guys, we don't want a hoe. Y'all going around hoeing around. And I'm not talking about you two ladies in particular. So, fuck.
Oh, well, I stand by defending that point, but he's going to make some points here really soon that I just can't stand by.
Chill the fuck out. But I'm talking about like a vast majority of the women in society these days. They are more worried about having fun and going out and having a good time than, you know, building a family. And it is what it is. Y'all do you. I'm just saying, let's call it what the fuck it is.
Before you found this man, I mean, how old are you now? Like 40? Or what's your age, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm 57.
Now, what you see behind me looks like a... But in fact, it's this panel.
Who actually have relationships that show the contrary. So I don't really know why you think that your way is the only way.
Yes, because I don't like my women used, for example. That's the problem, you know.
Okay, so that's kind of where what I thought was happening.
Can I tell you what is happening here? Dan doesn't know how to please women, and he's concerned that if he gets with a woman who knows what pleasure is like, because she's figured out her body and what she wants, then they're going to reject him.
Now, Miss Thing, I can't speak for Dan, but I can damn sure speak for me, Miss Thing. And I know how to make a girl go squirt. Yeah, I learned from lesbians. Lesbians taught me well. I know how to make a girl go squirt, and I still don't want my girl used as he. And right, that's like, you know, a subjective term, like how much use, you know. But I'm just saying. So yeah. But now this is right away with the ad hominem. Oh. Now you're coming off with some of that bucket pussy energy there, girl. Okay, so tone it down over there with that bucket pussy energy. All right, just saying. Just saying. Hey, no, it's cool. Chill out, bro. Chill out. Let's have a smoke. Let's have a talk. Let's talk about these things. Back to the episode.
Why would that be disgusting, but it would not be disgusting for a man to have sex with several people?
Well, I didn't say that, so I do disagree that men should not also be promiscuous. But, it's women who hold the lock, and the men, well, the key or the lock, whatever that is.
No, it's the lock. You had it right. The women are the gatekeepers. Men are the key masters.
Analogy is. So
You should probably know what you're talking about. Shit.
Dan, Dan, that analogy is so offensive because I am not a key or a lock, and neither are you. I'm a human being. And
Fucker, man. Fuck. Average cock, okay?
what happened? What was that?
from a scientific point, there is no difference between a person who has
Cap. Call him Cap.
had sex with multiple partners and a person who has not. So your judgment of these people.
Cap. Hell no, bitch. No, we got to get up close for this one. Yeah, we got to get up close and personal for this one. Okay, so to be clear, what this chick just said, that there is no difference between a virgin pussy and a pussy that's been around the block or the football field or the stadium or just been around the usage we were talking about, right? The usage, and not all usage is created equal, right? But so she is trying to say that there's no scientific baby girl, just because you look at it every day when you flick that nay and it looks the same to you every day, don't mean that it is actually the same as what it was, baby girl. Okay, so that bitch really tried saying, no, pussies don't get no bigger. So if it's been around the block full of donkey dicks, what you're trying to say is it goes right back to exactly the same as what it was before, is what you're saying, which is ignoring physics. I digress. I just had to point that one out. Let's get back to the story.
Not true. Okay, so when I take my high quality average cock, okay,
Tell him.
and I put it in something that's been blowed the fuck out
Tell him.
by this donkey dick, right?
Yeah.
By this big old donkey dick, right?
Yeah.
What you're saying is that pussy is going to be just as tight as what it was before that donkey dick ever hit it, is what you're trying to say right now. And that doesn't sound like it's lining up with physics. That's not lining up with physics, girl.
It's purely that. It's judgment. And that's one thing that Christians are not supposed to do is judge.
Well, okay, so I'm not Christian, okay, at all. But, so judgment, I don't have negative associations with the word judgment, because judgment is absolutely necessary for our continued proliferation and survival in life. Okay, we are constantly judging everything all the time. Every decision you make is a judgment. Okay, and I'm not harping on y'all girls on this one in particular. That's more for the Christians. But so yeah, like, and I know she's just using his shit against him because she knows that the judgment thing with the Christians. She knows about that, as do we all. They make sure we know.
Others. That's like Jesus's main message is not to judge other people, and still you insist on doing that.
No, Jesus's main message is that he comes not to bring peace but the sword.
Yes.
Okay? And why do I say that's his main message? He's only in there. Fucking cocksucker. Fuck. Swear to fucking God with this shit. Can't cook for two clicking off on me. Fucking bullshit.
Struggle is real, bro.
Where was I?
Just hit record, they said.
See, that's what that fucking does. I get on a fucking roll and it clicks off on me and I'm like, what the fuck was I talking about? All right.
So we just
let them. No, everyone does what they want. There's no letting happening. Everyone does what the fuck they want. Okay,
Bars.
so okay, so
there's only the illusion of letting.
I'm telling y'all, and that's fine too. That's fine. I mean, see, most men are weak. Okay, and weak men like weak women.
Weak
because a weak man cannot stand a strong woman.
Okay?
Let other humans do what they want to do. That's exactly right, Dan.
That's impossible.
Why? If you're not hurting anybody else,
Alyssa and I are doing what we want to do, despite how much that bothers you.
That's fine. I mean, your life is being harmed, and you're harming people around you, and that's your choice.
Oh, I have a really great life, and I'm not harming people.
who am I harming?
Well, how many hearts?
Hold up, right quickly, like. Quick point. How dare that motherfucker talk about harm? Any fucking follower of Abraham. There is 100,000. There is 100,000. Bubby, I can't fucking think with you doing that. 100 million people have been killed in the fucking names of Yahweh, Allah, and Jesus, okay? They are currently killing people to this day and harming them. The Abrahamic religions are the most harmful religions in history. So the fucking gaslighting for any of them to talk about any other kind of harm before they redress the harm within their own group, okay, that they commit to the world upon them. Because according to their scriptures, there is a clear line between followers of Abraham and the world. But check it out. The one true creator created all things. All people are his people. All land is his land. All names are his names. All words are his words. And so that is another clue that I use that proves that Yahweh, Jesus, and Allah can't possibly be the actual one true creator, because they draw that line between them and the world, but the world belongs to the one true creator too. And this whole devil business that fucking Christians made up and then the Muslims ran with, like, no, they didn't entirely fabricate it. They just totally twisted it from the original Jewish Satan, who was a loyal angel to God doing God's bidding. And the Jewish hell, which it's not even hell, you know, that's what I'm saying. They totally fabricated this bullshit. Anyway. Followers of Abraham are blood cult of sin worship. Okay, all right. And we'll get back to the fucking story. I just had to throw that in there. Couldn't let him get away with that one, you know.
Well, how many hearts have you broken?
Whoa, bro! I'm not rolling with you on that comment. I'm not rolling with you on that one, bro.
How many children have you aborted? You know,
Never.
So.
I've had 2 abortions.
Oh, you
okay,
beat me to it.
My first one was named "Pull Out, Don't Work." My second one was named "Maybe Mine, Maybe Not." Maybe mine, maybe one of 4 other guys. Kind of gets to the heart. Fucking cocksucker. Gonna be well, I'm just saying, typically you don't want to be spending your whole resources that you're making your whole life raising someone else's kid. Typically, I'm speaking for myself. I ain't raising no one else's fucking kid. My kid only, and that's it, bro. That is it. A single mom, jog the fuck on, disqualified. I don't care how fucking fine you are. Jog the fuck on. I ain't raising someone else's kid. Got me fucked up. And that's not taking anything away from the stepfathers out there, you know, who do raise a kid that is not theirs. You know, every kid needs a dad, whether it's their actual biological father or not. But actually, kids need both parents. You know, kids really do need both parents. I was raised by a single mom, and I'm telling you, I could have used a dad a few times in there.
You gonna cry, you little bitch?
Never aborted a child. People break hearts whether they have sex or not.
Still, that's a problem.
What are you talking about?
I have no problem with abortion. I think abortion one day could save the world. If everyone just aborted, if everyone just aborted, we could save this world from mankind.
I mean, you may not be, but you're advocating for other women to do the same. So maybe you haven't done it, but many other women have.
I'm advocating for people to make whatever choice that they would like to make.
Right.
And you are advocating for controlling other people's choices.
Right. Because we do need control. Humans do need to have some sort of laws.
Yeah, see, I can't roll with you there either, bro. I can't roll with... Give a fuck about controlling a motherfucker. Fuck. Okay. I don't give a fuck about controlling someone. Like, this guy, no, we need to control you. Get under my thumb, bitch. Like, what the fuck? Nah. Obviously, you ain't the bitch for me. I'm just saying, if you feel like there's a girl doing all kinds of things you don't like, that ain't the girl for you, motherfucker. Quit being so goddamn impatient. And that's the thing with a lot of people these days. They're just impatient. They're in these situationships. They know they're not in love with the person. It's just fun, and they're getting their fuck on, you know. And I can't roll with you on that control shit, there, buddy. I just can't do that.
Oh no.
Not
We should be free to do whatever we can.
Not in our sexuality do we need control.
Well, if you can't control one aspect of humanity, then what makes you think that others, why control anything at all if we can't just...
Let me put it to you like this. If I don't own that pussy, I don't want that pussy. Okay? Let me put it to you like that.
Tell him.
So Dan, then let's go down the route. Do you think that people harm others with their words? That we can hurt each other's feelings based off of words?
Words hurt.
You think that's a thing that's real?
Of course.
Cool, then we should ban you from ever calling here based off of the way you talk because you sound like an ass. So if we're going to go with that train of thought, if we're just going to control other people because we don't like what they do, then why would...
See, she was talking down on him right off the bat before, you know. And I was defending him before, but he's said a couple things since then that I just can't roll with. So now he deserves every bit of it. That maybe this girl here, she just felt it coming. She's like, man, I just know this guy's gonna be a fuckface. She was giving it to him early. No pun intended.
Giving it to him early.
we start with something that impacts everyone all the time, like words? Why are we not banning people's words? Because we believe in freedom and we want people to have...
Oh, are we not banning people's words? No.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
And especially
Whoa.
as the from the liberal group. Oh, you guys don't like to ban words, huh? That's funny, because every time
Captains of the cancel culture, eh?
I go around and say, "What up, nigga?" They'd be like, "Yo, you two, your skin ain't
Who let that motherfucker cracker think he can say nigga?
dark enough to be saying nigga, cracker." Oh, okay. So actually, what I'm getting at here is,
Why does that motherfucking cracker keep saying nigga?
that the liberals and atheists, they are not always the same thing, but a lot of times are the same thing. I forgot what I was going to say.
It doesn't matter what you're gonna say, bitch. Because I got something to say, motherfucker. I'm half black, half brown. I'm half red, half white. 4 halves make a whole, motherfuckers. Call me Chief Dark Brownie Cracker Nickel, motherfuckers. Back to the story.
over what they communicate and what they do. If you start harming somebody, there are consequences, either natural ones or ones from law. If you go and you rape somebody, then the law is supposed to follow up and prevent that from happening.
No. Okay, the law is the cleanup crew. Okay?
Yeah.
The law enforcement is the cleanup crew.
Yeah.
A very small percentage of the time do they actually prevent any crime.
Yeah.
They're just there to
Tell
clean up after the crime.
Bring them up. We need them.
Preventing
We need
crime
more bags and
is
mops
not,
over here.
Is not on the agenda, because the more crime there is, the more readily willing the populace is to relinquish their freedoms.
Ooh. We're not allowed to talk about that.
When you have
You're not supposed to talk about
all
that,
the money
buddy.
in the world, at that point, money doesn't mean much to you. You have all kinds of money.
Everything.
But what does mean something is more power over people. And you can't ever have enough power over people. Control, like this fucker is saying. Not this one, that one, the dude. So anyway.
Right.
Laws in place for the harm. We have laws in place for the harm caused by sex acts. There is no harm being caused in consensual adults.
No harm. Okay, you just said it. No fucking harm. Come the fuck on with these commercials, man. Fuck. Okay, so no. If there's no harm, then I don't want to hear nothing about the dudes walking away from the girls. If there's no fucking harm from these sex acts.
What is going on,
You've been approved for $19
bro?
per month full coverage auto insurance. Please click the.
And yeah, so this is how I've been editing. Just that's it. Yeah. Whoop, there it is, as they say where from, you fuck ass honkies. All right. What it is, Daniacs. That's one I've been holding on to for like a month. I tried to edit it a couple fucking times, and like, dude, technical difficulties, like, dude, I spent hours editing the shit a couple times, and each time I couldn't fucking save it. Like, I erased everything on my fucking phone and still couldn't save it. I was pissed. Like, that's why a lot of my shit isn't edited, because every time I try to edit it on my phone some way, it just, something fucks up and it won't happen. So I kind of, this is my first time doing it. It's my new way to edit it. So if I get some stupid shit that pops up, because, like commercials or my phone cutting out on me, I'll just skip ahead right here and call it good, motherfuckers. What's up? So, I will be getting equipment as soon as I can, as soon as I get caught up on bills, which I'm working on it. So check out, this is my office. Step into my office. This is some of my Darklight all original poetry I'm working on. I have my second vocal lesson here soon in a few days. I missed my last one because I got a flat tire, so I was on the side of the road and I didn't want to be sitting there screaming on the side of the road when there was just like a bunch of cops there and stuff, because I don't know, but I haven't had brakes, so I had to like pull. I was going uphill, which is good, but I had to whip over. Luckily I had a ditch, but when I did that, I gashed my fucking tire, put a hole in it. I had to do that to slow down so I didn't rear end the people in front of me. Been driving without brakes for fucking 6 months. I got like 3% brake just in my fucking e-brake. Not enough to stop going downhill. Oh, so I'm rubbing a little vlog on it right now, y'all. Everything I do is a fucking vlog. They're trying to tell me I don't have a niche. This is ain't a vlog channel a fucking niche, you fuck ass honkies. Nah, they just don't like what I say. That's cool. They don't push my shit. That's cool. I don't need them to, because I'm not letting the algorithm dictate my expression. You get tired of that shit, dude. That's number one cause of burnout, is creating videos that you think you have to, instead of creating videos that you just love to. You start off loving to, but then all the restrictions come in and you're like, well, I can only create videos about this, but maybe I want to create a video about something totally different today, but I can't, because I can only create videos about this. And for me personally, If I'm like, if I could only do just one thing, I wouldn't do none of it. And I actually have other niche channels which I haven't updated in a while, but there's a good reason for that, because I have very limited data, just my phone. I don't have Wi-Fi on my property yet. So, you know, even just uploading this stuff to my one channel eats up all my fucking data. So I can't double upload, because that's the idea, is to double upload every video. So upload everything to my main channel, then whatever niche it falls in, upload that to the accommodating niche channel. But I haven't been able to do that. I haven't had the data. So as soon as I get Wi-Fi out here and a fucking computer, I was going to transfer all those videos to the accommodating niche channels to you know, I'm pretty much just using them as files, pretty much, you know. But I like everything in one place, me personally. And I was doing that, testing the niche channels out, and the niche channels barely got any subscribers too. It's like, and I uploaded a handful to them. You know, it was all within a niche. But then again, I've also come across other niche channels that actually worse. Fuck ass honky. Yeah, it keeps cutting out like that, y'all. Okay, they said, just hit record, motherfuckers. Make sure you grab a phone that records its own split screen. Mine does not. I have to go through this fucking app just to record my own split screen. Well, now, you know, I'm on single screen, but if I switch over right now, it'll click it off of what I was recording, so I want it all to be together. So rubbing a little vlog on it, right? So I got me some bomb-ass wax. That's some good shit, you know. I need to stop smoking just because it fucked my lungs up. Cannabis oil, eating it is the most medicinal way to do it, and it doesn't mess your lungs up. And when I say most medicinal, it is like a miracle cure, for the lack of a better term. It annihilates cancer cells. Like look it up. Like, people like to say Rick Simpson oil, but if you look it up, there's videos of him saying, it's not my oil, that's nature's oil, that's cannabis oil. And also, all these people that like to use Rick Simpson's name selling the products, none of them give Rick Simpson a kickback for using his name. None of them. I mean, I'm just going off of his word. It's not like I'm all up in his finances and whatnot, but according to him, no one's given him a single kickback. So quit using his fucking name and call it fucking, you know, cannabis oil. It's nature's oil, and it's the cure for all of us. So anyway, I'm a non-Abrahamic Jew monotheist. If you made it this fucking far, I don't think I made that much clear. I was raised pagan, claimed spiritual, and when I say pagan, it was like more like Wiccan, like general Wiccan. It wasn't old school pagan. It wasn't like strictly old school pagan, because it like Norse pagan strictly, because that is a thing too. It was more like the modern day, and actually, the more I look into it, there's a thing called omniism. Pretty much believe that fucking cocksucker. That's what I'm saying. Every time I get fucking going, it clicks out on me. So fucking annoying. But yeah, what am I talking about? No one made it this far any fucking way. Yeah. All right, stay sexy, motherfuckers.